I got rid of the stuff hill. Okay, let me see what happens when I turn it like this now. Oh no, that thing came back. See, it has to be like this. The camera down there. See? Yeah, it's gonna have to be like this. Can you guys hear me? Hey Tina, hi. Can you hear me? Got rid of the white in the middle, thank God. Hair looks lopsided. Oh God. Oh, it sounds good. Look how I'm looking down. Where's the camera? Camera's up here. It's so strange. Hi. Hi there. I'm doing a live that's not on StreamYard. And it looks like my eyes go up. Yep, you're lateral. All good, Tina. Okay, but look how I'm looking. Okay, now I'm looking straight ahead. But since the comments are below, I'll be looking down. That's okay. And hello in chat. Yes. Oh, I'm getting a late start. Part of the history thing, or not history thing, part of the Leilani thing. And now I'm going to try not to lose my, oh my gosh, my iPad while I'm reaching. Oh my goodness. Oh. Everything will be great if the soda doesn't all down. All right. All righty then. We'll see how it goes. All right. Well, it's working, I guess. I like playing a little ditty song. And I don't mean P. Diddy. So copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Here's the little quaint book I'm reading. Whoops. Now, is that what it's going to look like? Look at that. Either way, it looks backwards. Well, anyway, if life is a game, these are the rules. 10 Rules for Being Human is introduced in Chicken Soup for the Soul by Cherie Carter Scott, PhD. Hi, DC Channel. Hi, Demetrius. We had fun earlier in your channel, just cutting up and making mistakes. It's to make mistakes. Maybe I need to be higher. I think I need to be higher. That's the problem. I'm too low. Oh my gosh. Now I'm roasting, moving around in this sweatshirt. Oh. Okay. I have children that are being children out there. Okay. This is better, and it feels better on my bum. So when comments come up on this, they come up and then they disappear. It's very strange. All right. Well, here we go. Rule number 2, you will be presented with lessons. I didn't even name my show. Where do I do that? Oh, I guess I can just go in after it, babe. Scroll up? I don't know how to scroll up on this thing. I'm literally, it's like I'm looking to a camera. Like for real. Wait, do I hit this? Oh, all messages are visible. All live chat. Oh, there. I had to hit this little square thing down here. There they are. Hi, everyone. Mary Jane, Peggy, Susie. And then they disappear. What, I have to keep hitting that? Oh. Tattooed Rebel was in here. I don't know what you're referring to, Mary. That's weird, you guys. There's like all these comments and they disappear. So I'll just have to hit the thing now and then. I'll read a little and I'll hit the thing. Why are you here? Oh wait, up here it says, be presented with lessons. Rule 2, you are enrolled in a full-time informal school called Life. Each day, I do? I sound good? Good. Each day in this school, you will have the opportunity to learn lessons. You may like the lessons or hate them, but you have designed them as part of your curriculum. So you're my students and I'm your teacher. Why are you here? What is your purpose? Humans have sought to discover the meaning of life for a very long time. What we and our ancestors have overlooked, however, in the course of this endless search, is that there is no one answer. Yeah, I think I'll lean back like this. The meaning of life is different for every individual. Oh, I can't wait till I get my contacts. All right. Each person has his or her own purpose and distinct path, unique and separate from anyone else's. As you travel your life path, you will be presented with numerous lessons that you will need to learn in order to fulfill that purpose. The lessons you are presented with are specific to you. Learning these lessons is the key to discovering and fulfilling the meaning and relevance of your own life. Once you have learned the basic lessons taught to you by your own body, you are ready for a more advanced teacher, universe. You will be presented with lessons in every circumstance that surfaces in your life. When you experience pain, you learn a lesson. When you feel joy, you learn a different lesson. For every action or event, there's an accompanying lesson that must be learned. There really is no way to avoid the lessons you are presented with, nor is there any chance to skirt around the learning process. As you travel through your lifetime, you may encounter challenging lessons that others don't have to face, while others spend years struggling with challenges that you don't need to deal with. You may never know why you are blessed with a wonderful marriage, while your friends suffer through bitter arguments and painful divorces. Just as you cannot be sure why you struggle financially, while your peers enjoy abundance. My tooth is getting sore again. The wisdom, I don't see it on all chat now. Well, I would go by the bottom. Hide all chat messages. All messages are visible. Some messages, such as potential spam, may not be visible. Okay, this live chat. And those, oh, I can actually scroll down to the beginning. Oh, Julie Delk said, yep, you're lateral. All good, Tina. Oh, these were from the other live, I think. Or maybe not, because I deleted that one. Oh my goodness. You are really funny tonight. Who, me? Lessons my body has taught me. Never trust a FAR, says Tucker Drake. Look at that, they disappeared on their gosh darn own. Just so weird. Okay. Draco says show Bob's. Show Bob's? It's called a Scandy Bob. When it's just kind of a mess, it's Scandy. SCANDI Bob. Now let me see if when I touch the comments they keep coming on. Weird. This is very strange. I prefer StreamYard, I think. All right. Where was I even? Oh, okay. Okay, well, okay. Just as you cannot be sure why you struggle financially while your peers enjoy abundance, the only thing you can count on for certain is that you will be presented with all the lessons that you specifically need to learn. Whether you choose to learn them or not is entirely up to you. The challenge of Rule 2, therefore, is to align yourself with your own unique path by learning your individual lessons. This is one of the most difficult challenges you will be faced with in your lifetime. And sometimes your path will lead you into a life that is radically different from others. Don't compare your path to those of the people around you and focus on the disparity between their lesson and yours. You need to remember that you will only be faced with lessons that you are capable of learning and are specific to your own growth. If you're able to rise to this challenge, you can unravel the mystery of your purpose and actually live it. You cease being a victim of fate or circumstances and become empowered. Life no longer just happens to you. When you are working toward fulfilling your true purpose, you discover astonishing gifts within yourself that you may have never known you have. This process may not be easy, but the rewards are well worth the struggle. As you strive to discover and learn about yourself, you will mostly encounter the basic lessons of openness, choice, awareness, and grace. Look at these lessons as tools to help you discover your own unique purpose. Yeah, I might look at Restream, which has a similar setup. In fact, I'm going to do that when I'm done with this live. I just have to connect Google YouTube account to it. All right. My son is playing with tech decks. I'm not even kidding. All right, opens. When experience is viewed in a certain way, it presents nothing but doorways into the domain of the soul. That's by John Kabat-Zinn, or Zine, probably Zinn. Openness means being receptive. Life will present you with innumerable lessons, none of which will be useful to you unless you recognize them and are open to their inherent value. These lessons will show up every day of your life, and as difficult as some of them You need to change your perception and come to see them as gifts or guides along the path toward living as your authentic self. I have watched hundreds of people in my workshops experience the profound transformation that comes when they understand that every event in their lives occurs to teach them something about themselves. When you accept the lessons that life brings you, no matter how unpleasant or challenging they may be, you take the crucial first step toward finding your true self and your purpose. You begin to cultivate the essential attitude of openness. I am often asked how people can recognize their lessons. My response is each person's lessons are always self-evident. It is just a matter of what lenses the person is wearing at the time. If they are wearing lenses of resistance, they may become angry or bitter, and this stubbornness will prevent their personal growth. If they are wearing the lenses of openness and clear discernment, they will gain a deeper understanding of what different life situations can teach them. You taught yourself plumbing by watching YouTube videos, Mary Jane? I remember, like, it's basic, but taking the vacuum belt off, that was kind of a big deal. I was afraid I was going to break the thing, but I did it. Okay. It is easy to spot those lessons that you perceive as opportunities because they are attractive. Getting a big promotion at work presents certain lessons, such as responsibility and willingness. Embarking on a new love affair presents some lessons, like trust and compromise. Becoming a parent for the first time teaches the lessons of patience and discipline. These lessons are easily recognized because they come wrapped in attractive packages. Being open to these lessons isn't so hard. More difficult to recognize are the lessons that make it seem as though you are getting a raw deal from life. These lessons come wrapped in less attractive packages and tend to cause most people to quickly put on their resistance lenses. When you are not open, this video made me cry. The video made me cry. Not this one. You're not crying over this one. You're talking about a different thing, I'm sure. Okay, when you are not open to seeing your lessons, losing a job looks like a catastrophe rather than an opportunity to learn the lessons of forgiveness or flexibility. Experiencing heartbreak can look like a crisis rather than a hint to learn the lessons of kindness or unattachment. Becoming a parent for the first time to a child who is disabled can appear to be punishment rather than a chance to learn healing or support. While the less attractive lessons may not be fun, they actually be the biggest gifts you recognize. For me, the lesson that came up recently is patience. I knew it was a lesson I needed to learn because I constantly found myself in situations in which I felt rushed, irritated, and annoyed. I needed to learn this one, but every time it presented itself, I seemed to put those resistance glasses on before I was able to see the opportunity to work it out. Oh, there's a video of Lizzo's dog passing? Oh, God. Oh man. Is she okay? I've had to put down so many animals. I mean, when you have cats your whole life now, yeah, I'm not trying to like make her sad about me, but I'm just saying like when their quality of life over, you have to do it. But maybe she didn't have to do it. Maybe it was something that just happened from age or something. I'm so sorry. Holly looked like a... Oh. Oh, wow. Wow, that's really sad. Oh. I know, and the longer you have an animal, the harder it is. I'm going to be just sick when Panda passes. Remember getting that little baby, I think it's been 13, 14 years now. But, you know, from the mountain up there and from my friend Danielle, and she's big. I mean, I pick her up. She's a big cat. I weighed her. She was 16 pounds, you guys, and she wants to eat all the time. She's drinking a lot of water. I think her kidneys. I think something's happening. So I need to get Panda to the vet when my consolidated inheritance, whatever thing, literally over my bank. Oh my gosh, really? Oh, that's right. She has a channel, right? So she played the video. I see. Oh, Lizzo, I'm so sorry. Yeah, yeah. I trimmed with the help of my daughter. I mean, I have to hold them in between my legs pretty snug, and they're scared looking up at me. I trimmed half of the kittens' little toenails. The other half just absolutely couldn't do it. Growling, almost biting us. It was really something. And then the parents got that done. But yeah. Okay. Okay, for me, the lesson that came up, oh, I already said that. Okay, she's talking about patience with her, Cherie, who wrote this book. Okay, I needed to learn this one, but every time it presented itself, I seemed to get those resistance glasses on before I was able to see the opportunity to work it out. I was convinced that this particular situation was one in which I really needed to get things done my way quickly, and that my resulting frustration had absolutely nothing to do with my needing to learn the lesson of patience. The lesson was camouflaged by my resistance. How can we move from resistance to openness? By first recognizing the feeling of resistance. Resistance usually manifests itself physically in a clenched jaw, a tightness in the chest, or sighing. Mentally, it shows up thoughts like, why do I have to deal with this issue? I don't want this. I don't need it. I don't like it. Once you discover where in your mind or body resistance anchors itself, you can more easily identify it in the future. The next step is to remind yourself that you have a choice. You can either continue with this resistance and feel badly, or you can learn whatever the lesson is there to teach you. Presenting yourself with a choice allows you that you have control over your resistance and how you choose to deal with life's challenges. The last step is to ask yourself, am I willing to give up resistance and learn whatever lesson is presenting itself? Remember, if you want to truly live from your authentic self, you must be open to learn all the lessons you are given so that you may grow into the person you want to become. What lessons are you resisting? These are things you can ponder tonight. And when the body one ended, wasn't there a question? Yeah, what brings you pleasure? Do it often. For give lightness to your heart and do wonders for your soul. Okay, choice. Hi, Mission Possible. Hi, good day. Good day. Do I sound Australian? No, that's not Australian. Good day. Good day, mate. Oh, no, that's British. Good day. MJD, Peggy, nice. All right, choice. I will do strongly before the sun and moon, whatever inly, I-N-L-Y, rejoice me in the heart appoints. Okay, that's by Ralph Waldo Emerson, right? That poet. I will do strongly before the sun and moon, whatever inly, inside of them. Inside a person, inly, rejoices the heart appoints. Choice is the exploration of desire and the selection of action. In every moment, you are choosing either to align yourself with your true path or to veer away from it. There are no neutral actions. Even the smallest gesture has a direction to it, leading you closer to your path or farther away from it, whether you realize it or not. Pure actions, like spending time with a beloved friend, bring you into alignment, whereas false ones, such as spending time with someone you don't really like, to whom you feel obligated, alienate you from your truth. Every choice carries weight. Though used synonymously, choice and decision are not the same thing. Decisions are made in your mind, whereas choices are made in your gut. Decisions come from the rational weighing of the circumstances. Choices come from your essence and an attunement with your higher self. Take, for example, an opera singer named Betty who needed to find a new career because her vocal cords were damaged. She came to me for consultation, unsure that she had any skills that would be useful in finding a new career. Oh, nice. Nice mission. I assured Betty that she had some preferences and passions that would guide her, and asked her to tell me what it was she loved to do. Betty thought for a while and then acknowledged four things she loved above all others: eating, shopping, speaking French, and dining in elegant restaurants. She practically lit up as she described her delight for each of these activities. Then Betty quickly added that she was aware that other people would not view these interests as valuable, and that she was sure they would do her no good in finding her new career. However, that was where Betty was mistaken. By choosing to acknowledge and honor her real interests, she was able to take real steps that enabled her to align with her truth, rather than deciding to find a reasonable job that might lead her away from it. Betty chose to find a job that accommodated at least some of the interests. Much to Betty's astonishment, she manifested a job that actually accommodated all of these seemingly disparate interests. She became a special events coordinator for a major upscale department store. Her first assignment was to entertain the executives from a couture French design company by dining with the elegant restaurants. Think back to an authentic choice you made at some point in your life, perhaps on pull to visit a foreign country, or feeling that a certain romantic relationship needed to end, or the sense that you needed to leave your corporate job and start your own business. How did it feel to act on your choices? Remember that feeling. It is the essence of living aligned with your path. I just have Fast to read, you guys, and Grace. And then we'll do chapter 3 tomorrow. I cried because I had no shoes until I saw a man who had no feet. Author unknown. Okay, that's profound, isn't it? I cried because I had no shoes until I saw a man who had no feet. Wow. Our sense of fairness is the expectation of equity, the assumption that all things are equal and that justice will always prevail. Life is not, in fact, fair, and you may indeed have a more difficult life path than others around you, deserved or not. Everyone's circumstances are unique, and everyone needs to handle his or her own circumstances differently. As you work toward aligning yourself with your own individual truth, you will be required to move out of the complaining phase of, it's not fair. If you want to move towards serenity, focusing on the unfairness of circumstance keeps you comparing yourself with others, rather than appreciating your own special uniqueness. You miss out on learning your individual lessons by distracting yourself with feelings of bitterness and resentment. My finger hurts. It just gets so stiff. Take, for example, Jackie and Kirsten, sisters who are miles apart on the traditional beauty scale. Jackie was a statuesque brunette with startling blue eyes, a graceful demeanor, and an elegant sense of style. She was so striking that people on the street would often stare as she passed by, certain that she was a movie star. Kirsten, on the other hand, fit the classic definition of a tomboy. She was compact and plain looking, really bothered with fashion or makeup. No one would ever mistake Kirsten for a movie star. Jackie had been married twice, Kirsten never. Jackie always had men calling to ask for dates, Kirsten far less frequently. Though no one expected, judging from Kirsten's tough exterior, she spent a lot of her time comparing herself to her older sister, trapped in Jackie's shadow. She the unfairness of the allotment of genes between Jackie and herself. It was not until Kirsten finally sat down to make a list of all the things she was good at and all the things that made her special that she was able to see her own unique gifts and dwelling on the comparison with Jackie. She realized that her natural athletic ability was a true talent in which she could revel and excel, and that she had a gift for supporting those around her. Even though she acknowledged she would probably never turn heads the way Jackie did, she admitted many things she appreciated about physical form and was delighted to see the list was quite long. Kirsten's lesson was to learn that just because she perceived something as unfair did not mean she had to wallow in the apparent injustice of it. What perception of unfairness holds you back? There's another question. All right, we're on to grace. You nourish your soul by fulfilling your destiny. That's by Harold Kushner. Grace is one of those intangible qualities that is difficult to describe but easy to recognize. Those who possess grace seem to walk effortlessly through life. They give the illusion of glowing from within. That glow is apparent to everyone around them. To live in a state of grace means to be fully in tune with your spiritual nature and a higher power that sustains you. Grace comes when you're able to move from your lower self, where your ego dictates the path that should be rightfully yours, to your higher self, where you are able to transcend your ego and expand into your greater good. It comes when you shift from a me-centered reality to an understanding of the bigger picture. Grace comes when you understand and accept the universe always creates circumstances that lead every person to his or her own true path, and that everything happens for a reason as part of a divine plan. Sounds wonderful, you might say, but how do you achieve such a blissful state? By remembering each and every day that the lessons you are presented with are special gifts uniquely for you, and that learning these lessons is what will bring you to a state of grace. By anchoring yourself in the belief that you will be given whatever is right for you, regardless of how far off it may be from your perceived personal agenda. For example, Delia, a young woman with a natural gift for writing. Delia came from a wealthy East Coast family whose mandate for her was to get married to an equally wealthy man. Move to a large house in the suburbs, and pursue some appropriate avocation like volunteering or fundraising for a charity. Leah knew deep in her heart that her passion for writing was a divine gift and that her true path was that of a writer. Naturally, her family was horrified when she announced she planned to move to New York and pursue a freelance writing career. Delia eventually did pursue her dream. She loved her small apartment downtown, met other aspiring. Holy moly, did you guys hear that? She loved her small apartment downtown, met other aspiring writers with whom she could share her writing, and work came her way almost effortlessly. Her life felt as though it was flowing beautifully. She needed to deal with the disappointment of her family and the frightening reality of stepping out of the comfortable framework built for her. She stayed aligned with her truth. When I last saw Delia, she had been commissioned to write a long piece for a magazine and possessed that inner glow of grace. In the state of grace, you trust in yourself and the universe. You can celebrate other people's blessings, knowing that their gifts are right and appropriate for them, and that the universe has a gift right around the corner. Okay, then. Tomorrow will be Rule 3, and it'll be, there are no mistakes, only lessons. So this one was you will be presented with lessons. Well, so I can like see the comments more while I'm reading. Oh, thanks, Sunflower Darkness. Thank you. Oh, see that? And then the darn chat faded out. Oh, wow. Oh, thanks. That's so sweet. What happens when you hit on it? Oh, weird. Thank you. Thanks for the compliment. All right, you guys. Well, I can't see chat unless I... No, I wish I was. I'm for sure going to use it tomorrow. I think I need to... Demetrius said, because he uses Restream, Susie, that I go to Google and I type in Restream and then I connect it to my Google account. And oops. And yeah. Yeah, so I need to do that. And then, you know, if I want to have a panel or something, because like the kids up there, like up here, but comments are down here. So my head is always down like this. And every time a comment comes in, see, it's one at a time. I'm sure they turn off the camera and empty the place of valuables by Michelle. Then it fades out, right? And there's no comments. So to even hear what the next comment is, or whoever's replying to him, I have to hit the thing again. I don't really like it. I've been up 40 minutes. Hi, lunch lady. Hi. And to highlight the comments, when I hit on it, it doesn't come up on panel or anything. It doesn't highlight in any way. It's really weird. I had half an hour left of StreamYard. I don't do. I think I'll jump over there and use up my last half hour. Okay, you guys? That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to read my little Courage to Change, talk to you guys a little bit, and end my live tonight and get Restream to work. Okay? I mean, I get 20 more hours on, what am I trying to say? On StreamYard, but not till the 28th. So, that, you know, that's 10, 12 days away. All right. Now, how do I hop out of here? And that way I can play a little song too in the beginning. All right, guys. Love you guys. Hope I don't lose this stream. Thanks for coming to PCT is Extreme. Please hit the like and subscribe if you're willing to. All right, I'll see you in StreamYard for like 25 minutes, half an hour, because that's all I have left. Stop streaming.